Hello my beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that you joined me here. Now in today's video, we're going to do a part 2 of the best of skincare from last year. I feel like this video is going to be slightly shorter than the part 1 because I already covered so many products in that part. Do check it out if you haven't already. The link is going to be in the description and I'm also going to leave it somewhere right here. Just a heads up guys, there's a little bit of construction sound in the background with some drill machines and everything. Just ignore it. Ignore it, tune it out, just listen to my voice and concentrate on this video. It's just Bombay City, you guys. There's always some construction going on. Almost every other house is under renovation right now. It's pretty ridiculous, but it is what it is. A lot of noise pollution, but we're gonna sail right through this. You know, I just noticed that we're 4 months into this year and only now in April we have some new launches coming through that are really standing out because most of them were launched somewhere December end and few of them were launched in Jan, but not too many that really stood out. You'll notice that in the past few videos, even on Instagram, I did a bunch of paid collaborations, but those aren't new launches. Those were just products new to me. So they aren't necessarily new launches, but April has a lot of new launches. We have so many new launches coming through in May. I've been testing out so many products and I'm so excited to be talking about them very, very soon. But in the meanwhile, we're going to talk about this video right here. Now, before we move into the video, if you're watching me for the first time, then hi, my name's Preiti. Welcome to my channel. I'm India's first cruelty-free beauty blogger. Here we talk about all things cruelty-free, which means products that are not tested on animals, a lot of vegan beauty, a lot of vegan hair care, a lot of ethical brands. If this is the kind of content you resonate with, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and continue watching today's video. Alright, let's get started. Now, the first category is Niacinamide Serums. I love niacinamide. This is an ingredient I cannot do without. This is an ingredient that doesn't show results almost immediately. It takes time to see some results and this really strengthens your barrier over years and years of use. I have been using niacinamide since I was a teen and it's worked really well. A decade later, my skin is still pretty good. It heals really well. So this is an ingredient which is used for brightening. It's used to reduce all of that excessive sebum production, reduce texture, mattify your skin, and really improve your overall skin texture. So this shows results in about 3 to 4 weeks with regular use. And you'll notice that once you stop using niacinamide, the texture is again very visible because this is an ingredient that really helps to reduce all of that texture. I've also made separate videos on what is niacinamide, uses of niacinamide, so many. Just look up Preiti Bamra and look up the keyword niacinamide and you'll see so many videos. The first one is the Advanced Niacinamide Serum. This is 12% niacinamide with 2% zinc, ceramide, wheat germ, oat protein, green tea with a bunch of other ingredients. This is not beginner friendly. This is great for anybody that is used to a 10% because this could possibly trouble your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. In that case, I would recommend something like a 5% or a 3%. The toner from Plum is 3%, fantastic stuff. Or start using products that already have niacinamide like lotions, toners, if you have any serums that have some niacinamide in them. Niacinamide is a constant for me. A 10% works really well. On some days, I will use a 3 or 5, especially when I don't want to layer too much niacinamide, when my barrier is a little troubled. But this is honestly great for every single day use. Now with the 12%, I don't use it twice a day. I'll just use it either in my AM or in my PM routine. This is so lightweight, it doesn't pill. Fantastic if you have very oily skin, very acne prone skin. This doesn't feel very sticky. So the Plum niacinamide, the 10% one, is slightly thicker. So on very oily skin, you might find that it's a bit much, but this one on the other hand is super lightweight. So this is great even for very oily skin. The next one is from Plum. This is the 5% niacinamide serum. Very, very good if you're a beginner. I love how lightweight this is. This is not as thick as the 10% one. It still has the rice ferment extract, but it's so lightweight. Now Plum realized that a 10% might be a bit too much for sensitive skin and for beginners, so they launched this one. This is very, very beginner friendly. Also, this is a transparent liquid right here. It's so lightweight. Just look at that, you guys. It's not as thick as the 10%, so this is great even if you have very oily skin. Now you'll notice that this is a brand new bottle right here because the one that I was using was gifted to me by the brand. It fell and it broke a month ago, and in the last 1.5 months, so many glass bottles have been falling and breaking. So I'm not really bummed out. I'm really happy that all that bad juju is just leaving my house. You know, it's always annoying when you have like so much product that goes to waste. So it is what it is, but I strongly recommend this. So the first bottle was gifted to me by the brand because we were going to collaborate, but then the product was out of stock for so long. People were loving it so much. It didn't make sense to do a collaboration and then, you know, the product is not in stock. It just doesn't make sense. So we kept pushing it and then we never went through with it. So I was just like, okay, cool. I have another product to try out, but fantastic stuff. And the third niacinamide serum is from the Derma company. I'm going to leave a photo on the screen somewhere here. I've emptied that product and I disposed the bottle. I spoke about that a lot a lot in my Instagram videos. I also use it in a lot of my YouTube skincare videos. If you've been watching my routines, I love that product so much. I find that that's a pretty no fuss kind of a formulation. It's 10% niacinamide, 1% zinc, very, very old school, but very, very effective. You don't need to be all fancy schmancy with a lot of ingredients. If you just nail the basic ingredients and the main ingredients perfectly, you're pretty much good to go. And Derma Company really did that. Very good stuff. Strongly recommended. It's really nice. If you want to have some more unique formulations, then you can try the Conscious Chemist one. You can try the Nykaa Skin RX one. Pretty good stuff. Let's talk about retinols. Now, you all know how much I love retinols. It's an ingredient that's a constant for me since I was 18. It's improved my acne. It's improved the skin texture. It helps to fade acne marks. It helps to reduce inflammation. It improves skin texture, reduces the first signs of aging, and honestly, it makes your skin really plump, and I'm just so happy. Now, I paused retinols for some time because I was getting back-to-back microneedling done last year. So this year, I kind of paused on my microneedling and got back to retinol. You don't want to do too much of everything. It's really not needed. So let's talk about one product that's been a constant for me. This is not a new launch, but it's something that I repurchased a lot last year. Now, this one is from Eclat. It's a 0.8% retinol. Really cool stuff, even if you're a beginner, because it's not a 1.5, 2%. You can easily use this every single day. It's not too high for everyday use. This is a pretty basic formulation with vitamin E, ferulic acid, hyaluronic acid. I find that this is very, very hydrating. Of course, you will have to use moisturizer on top because this is not a retinol cream, it's a retinol serum. The reason why I constantly used this last year is because, first of all, it's so easy to use every single day. It's not very, very high. It's pretty affordable if you get it on a sale and you club my discount code. This was actually kept like so in my vanity because I really want to empty all of this. I'm almost done with this. I'm still using this these days. The problem that I have with this packaging is look at all of that product wastage, you guys. If this was a tube, I could cut the tube and use all of that product from inside. You could use a Q-tip, cotton bud, and just go in, but you'll still have so much product that's wasted, and it really bugs the hell out of me. I really wish they had the older packaging. I'm not sure if you remember the old fade out packaging. It was so easy to dispense product, you guys. There was absolutely no wastage. And this is a thicker formulation. It's like a gel. So this is, I think, a wrong packaging. But overall, it's a fantastic product. It does have some added fragrance, but it's so gentle. Honestly, you can't even smell it after a few seconds. The next one is from Wishcare. This is the Pro Collagen Retinol Serum. 2% retinoid, niacinamide, bakuchiol, and rosehip oil. The combination is fantastic if you want to fade acne marks because it's got bakuchiol oil, niacinamide, rosehip. Fantastic stuff, and 2% retinoid too. Now, this is not beginner friendly at all. It's just not a good thing for sensitive skin, for beginners. This is something even I don't use every single day because 2% is way too high. This is something I will use maybe once every 4 days, once every 3 days. And if I'm done with my Eclat serum, then I'll continue using this only, but maybe once every other day or once every third day, not every single day. This is a tinted bottle, so it looks like it's a lot of product right here, but it's just stuck on the walls. The product starts from here, somewhere here when you buy it. I have emptied almost this much so far. Super lightweight, easy to dispense. I don't find a lot of product wastage in this as compared to the Eclat packaging, although it's very similar when the packaging is compared, very similar, but the formulation is more lightweight. This is really cool, you guys. I love it so much, and it shows really good results on the skin. Not beginner friendly at all, but absolutely amazing product. This is also vegan friendly. This is the final retinol product. This is a retinol cream with ceramides. This is the Night Reset Retinol Plus Ceramide Sleep Treatment Cream. It's a mouthful of words. This is from Dot & Key, and I've spoken so much about this. I mentioned this in my best of moisturizers as well. It is so good, you guys. If you're a beginner to retinols, definitely try this out. You don't have to layer another moisturizer on top. Like, retinol and ceramides are a match made in heaven. So while retinol is causing all that excessive cell turnover, ceramide is protecting your barrier. Fantastic. I love this combination. This is great even for someone like me who's been using retinols for a decade because this is so lightweight. It's moisturizing. You don't have to carry 2 different products, especially when you travel, because you have lotion, moisturizer, and retinol in one product. If you have a sensitive barrier, if you don't want to use too much of retinol right away, start with this and then go ahead with your 1.5 or 2% retinol. This is a proper cream, so if you have very, very oily skin, this might feel a bit much, but overall it's great if you're sleeping in air conditioning. Let's talk about chemical exfoliants. I only have 3 serums that really stood out for me. The first one is the 2% salicylic acid serum. This also has willow bark extract, natural form of salicylin, and witch hazel. This is from the Derma Company, and honestly, this is such a good product. It is so simple, it's so lightweight, it doesn't feel sticky. If you have very oily acne prone skin, you're gonna love this. If you have a lot of whiteheads, blackheads, then BHA, salicylic acid, is your best friend. Now what I like about this is that I can easily layer this with multiple products. So I can go with a toner, hyaluronic acid, go in with this, niacinamide, a cream, sunscreen, and not worry about a thing because it's so lightweight. It literally sinks into the skin like water. This is fairly new. I had to restock it because I broke this one too. I posted it on Instagram stories too a while ago. I think this was back in Feb. I was on this whole low buy, no buy zone. I still am, and I'm being very picky with the products that I'm buying. I just want to not consume too much because I do get a lot of PR as well, right? And I do collaborate a lot. So I was just like, man, I don't want to spend money. I'm on this whole no buy thing, but I caved in because I love this so much. So, you know, that goes to show how much I love this serum. The next one is the 2% salicylic acid from The Ordinary, a very basic formulation, nothing over the top. It's honestly pretty old school, very simplified and very effective. This is a little heavier as compared to the Derma Company, but it's not sticky, it doesn't pill, it doesn't foam up on the skin, so I really like that. I don't have much to say about this because it's a pretty basic formulation, but very effective on acne, very effective on whiteheads and blackheads. And the next serum is from Raw Beauty. I'm going to leave a photo on the screen. It's called Dig Deep. It is so good, you guys. It's a balance of azelaic acid with salicylic acid. Beautiful stuff. If you have severe acne, a lot of texture, a lot of PIH, you're gonna love it. I emptied it back in Jan end or Feb. I also collaborated with the brand because I've been trying it out for months and months, and through I think 2022, majority of 2022 I used it. It is so good. A little goes a long way. I also used to spot correct with that because it's got azelaic acid. So while BHAs are working on reducing inflammation, removing all of that gunk from the pores, azelaic acid helps to neutralize all of that hyperpigmentation. What a beautiful formulation. It's effective, it's affordable. I think usually the brand has a lot of sales as well, so do check it out if you haven't already. All right, let's talk about sheet mask. Now with sheet mask, honestly, this is not a constant for me. I only restock these when I'm traveling. You know, with the flights and the long layovers, your skin can get so dry. If you have a lot of beach holidays with all that sun exposure, all of that saltwater swimming can really dehydrate your skin, and a good sheet mask intensely hydrates your skin. It's honestly such a good product, but you need to be very careful with the usage because a lot of them do not decompose. The whole thing with single-use plastic is honestly so annoying, so it's better to just use the ones that can decompose and make it a point to use them only when you really need them and not just your spa routine on weekends indoors, because you can achieve that even with a serum. The first one is the Rich Soothing Tencel Sheet Mask. This is from Klairs. I absolutely love it. This is my 4th or 5th time using this. I have used a lot of these masks before because they're so good. They're decomposable. This entire range, the Rich Moist range, the cream is really nice. The serum is so good. This sheet mask also intensely hydrating, you guys. I love it so much. Now, even though the sheet mask is decomposable, this necessarily won't decompose because the lining inside is obviously plastic. So a lot of people DM me when I posted a reel saying 3 biodegradable sheet masks, and they were like, the outer packaging isn't. But then again, you guys, which other outer packaging is 100% decomposable, right? If you really think about it, right from your Plum, luxury brands like Huda Beauty or whatever, everything uses plastic. So the idea is to not eliminate 100% plastic because that's never gonna happen. Perfection can never be achieved. The whole idea is to reduce plastic consumption. The next one is from Pixi. This is not biodegradable. This is the hyaluronic acid peptides and botanical collagen. I don't really understand this term botanical collagen because there's no vegan collagen. Collagen is derived from fish scales and pig bones and all of that disgusting stuff. So I'm guessing they have some collagen boosters because you can't really have botanical collagen. That doesn't exist. Now this one specifically I will use in my PM routine because it's so intensely hydrating. I don't want to waste all of that in the daytime because I'm going to sweat so much. So after my entire wash and toning routine, I will use this, leave it on for about 20 minutes and then take it off. This is so intensely moisturizing. It really firms your skin, you guys. The next morning, you'll notice that your skin feels very, very plump. The effects are visible for at least 36 hours, if not more. I really wish it was decomposable because nowhere do they mention it's decomposable. And this is solid plastic right here. So I'm not too sure, but very good product nevertheless. The next one is from Simply Nam, and this is an everyday hydrating biocellulose 3-layer intense sheet mask. This is the thickest mask I've ever used in my life. It is quite thick with 3 different layers, but it's intensely hydrating. As a professional brand strategist, this brings me so much joy because look at the effort into design. So minimal and so beautiful. But coming back to the product, this is so intensely hydrating and it definitely gives you this brightening effect. Well, obviously you cannot see brightening results instantly because that's just not possible, but you will notice that over the next 24-36 hours, your skin feels a whole lot brightened, a whole lot plump. It feels very soft to touch. The ingredients are aloe vera, we've got peony root, we've got some sodium hyaluronic acid, witch hazel, licorice. I love this so much. I think this comes in a pack of 3 if I'm not mistaken. This is vegan friendly as well. Claire's is also a vegan brand that's vegan friendly as well. Not too sure about the Pixie one. 2 other sheet masks that I absolutely love. Both of them are from the Body Shop. The one that I love is the vitamin E range. Very hydrating, intensely moisturizing. I don't think it's the best thing for very oily skin, but it's honestly so good for every other skin type. It doesn't break me out either. I do have acne prone skin. And the other one is the seaweed one. Oh my god, it is so good. That was my first ever sheet mask that I tried from the Body Shop last year. Fantastic. They're amazing. All of them are biodegradable as well. Let's talk about some ampoules and essences. Ampoules are generally concentrated formulations. I've mentioned the Listen ampoule a while ago. Really good stuff. The one that I'm going to mention today is a calming day ampoule from Seoris. I've started using this all over again. This is my second bottle. The first one was gifted to me by the brand. I collaborated with Sublime back in April last year. We've got some Schisandra fruit extract. We've got some aloe, calendula, centella, hyaluronic acid. What I like about ampoules is that the ingredients are very concentrated, so you get the best out of the ingredients. They're not diluted with a lot of other ingredients like in a toner or in a moisturizer, and extremely effective. So ampoules are honestly amazing. I love how this one just pops up like so. Just look at that, you guys. This is a brand new bottle. I bought this, I think, a month ago actually. Ampoules are usually a little stickier. If you have very oily skin, then you might want to use this in your PM routine. Don't be sleeping on it. It's fantastic. Seoris has been killing it with their formulation. The next one is from Tony Moly. This is an essencer. It's the green tea essence, and this is so good. You guys, I absolutely love it. This is great for all skin types, honestly. For acne prone skin, this is going to reduce inflammation, reduce acne. For normal skin types, this is going to boost your skin glow. It's going to improve your overall texture. It's like a nice gel-like formulation. Just look at that. It's very, very watery. It's great for even the most oiliest skin out there. I like to use this after my toner. Then I go in with some serums and then my moisturizer and then sunscreen. With an essencer like this, now this is slightly high on fragrance. The green tea range does have some fragrance in it. This fragrance reminds me of Purito Essence that I've mentioned 3 or 4 years ago on YouTube and even on my blogs. Fantastic stuff, great for all skin types. The next one is from Tony Moly again. This is a mini that I bought. This is the Soothing Emulsion Brightening Care Green Vita range. This is great for a brightening skincare routine. It really does brighten the skin, you guys. A little goes a long way with this. It's pretty thick. Now this by itself is not going to be sufficient. You will need to layer moisturizer. Even though it's a slightly thicker formulation, it still sinks into the skin like water, much like the essence from Tony Moly, the green tea one that I spoke about. But overall, this is great if you want to do a brightening skincare routine. Very, very good stuff. Last one is my first essencer from Seoris. This was my first essencer from the brand. This is the green tea and mugwort leaf extract formulation. This is amazing for all skin types. It improves your skin texture. Very, very good stuff if you have acne prone skin, if you have inflammation, if you want to even out your complexion. This is so rich in antioxidants, and honestly, what a beautiful formulation. This is a glass bottle. I've finished so much already. I had paused this because I was trying so many new products last year. I was collaborating and I was traveling so much, but this year I'm getting back to it. In fact, I've started using this again a few weeks ago. I love this so much. A little goes a long way with this. You don't need a lot of amount. I will use this after my toner, or maybe just skip my toner, go in with this, use a moisturizer and a sunscreen, and that's about it. With this, I don't layer too many things. I just want to keep it simple. Max I'll layer is maybe a niacinamide. That's about it. But overall, really cool stuff. It smells pretty simple. Nothing over the top. I've got 2 serums right here and I didn't know what to club them under, so let's just call this category other serums. The first one is from Pilgrim. This is from the Squalane range. It's a glow creme serum with tranexamic acid and alpha-arbutin. On my skin, honestly, this showed results after quite some time because even though it's got tranexamic acid and alpha-arbutin, fantastic to fade PIH. It's a very gentle formulation, so it's great for somebody who doesn't want to use too many actives, who has sensitive skin, who's never used actives before, but it is super effective. I love this so much, and honestly, on days when I don't want to use too many hardcore actives and I just want to keep a 3-week long, very chill skincare routine, I don't want high percentage of literally anything, then something like this works really well for me. Alpha-arbutin and tranexamic acid, both of them target different kinds of colors on your skin. So one is targeting more brown color, brown pigmentation, pigmentation, the other is targeting more red pigmentation. Both of these together for PIH, fantastic. Next one is the antioxidant serum. This one is from Raw Beauty. It's an empty, but I'm going to leave a photo right here or right here. You have hyperpigmentation, excessive skin texture, if you have a lot of acne, if you just want one serum which has a lot of antioxidants to boost your overall skin texture, improve the glow on your skin, great for somebody who's even in their 50s or 60s, this is a serum for you. It is honestly such an amazing product. I used it throughout 2022, and then in Jan I went ahead and collaborated with the brand because it's such a good formulation. Let's talk about facial oils, you guys. Now with facial oils, it's more like an on and off thing for me. It's not something that I always will use in every single routine. It's just when I want to do a gua sha routine or like a facial massage with my fingers, or if I want to use it on top of my moisturizer in dry winters, then I go for facial oils. Now the first two are from RAS. The first one is the Revival Kumkumadi Night Face Elixir. This is my second bottle. As you can see, it's brand new. I spoke about this last year as well. This has been a constant for me. It is so good, you guys. Kumkumadi is such an amazing ingredient. If you're into Ayurvedic skincare, definitely check out this ingredient. Kama Ayurveda, Shesha, all of them use Kumkumadi in so many of their products. Kumkumadi oil is fantastic for acne, for hyperpigmentation, PIH. This is gonna work so well. I'm so happy because this, I think, was a limited edition, so I bought it because I thought it's gonna be sold out. I'm not too sure if it's still in stock on the website, so if it's not, well, it is what it is, but this is one of the best Kumkumadi oils out there. The second one, I'm gonna shake it up to show you all of those gold flakes. This is also a brand new bottle. I've been using it since 2 months. This is the Beauty Boosting Face Elixir 24K Gold Radiance range. I spoke about this 2 years ago, you guys. This is such a beautiful product. This was sent to me again by the brand because we did collaborate quite a bit, and we do keep collaborating every once in a while. It really boosted my skin. It made it a whole lot firm. It really helped to improve the overall skin texture for me, so it works really well. I like using this in a nice face massage routine. Now gold in this tiny quantity will not do much. You need a lot of gold to show some results, but in a lot of formulations, when you put gold, it boosts the efficacy of other ingredients. So that's pretty much why a lot of brands like even Listen will use some gold flakes in their products, because it really boosts the efficacy of other ingredients. There's another one called Luminous as well. I reviewed that I think 2 years ago. I've used all facial oils from RAS, you guys. I love this brand so much. So these two were my favorites from last year. Not new launches, but a constant for me. The third one is the Pure and Natural Squalane Oil. This is from Pilgrim. Fantastic, you guys. The most pure squalane oil that I've ever used. Now this is vegan squalane, is derived from olives. I love it so much. It is so lightweight. This is great if you just want to use one oil on your skin for a massage. You don't want to use any fancy oils like the RAS one. You don't want to use Juicy Chemistry. Just one simple oil for a face massage. That's going to be great for acne prone skin. Or if you just want to use 2 to 3 drops on top of your moisturizer to lock all of that moisture in, this is the one for you. Very lightweight, superb, no strong fragrances, the most pure. Look at that, it's transparent as well. I like this one, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil. These are my favorites because look at how lightweight they are. Oh my god. It's just amazing. It sinks into the skin so beautifully. This is for 500 rupees for 15 ml. It's quite pricey for a small quantity, but a little goes a long way. It's the purest squalane oil out there. I love squalane, especially if you have a damaged barrier, you want to do an anti-aging routine, a very moisturizing routine. Definitely include this. All right, the second last category, let's talk about acne spot correctors. First one is the Moving Forward Spot Corrector. This is from Listen. It's not really a new launch, but this was a constant for me. I also gifted this to my mom because it's one of the most effective spot correctors. Also one of the most expensive ones out there. This is such an effective spot corrector. You will see results in 24 hours. You can also use this on cystic acne. It is fantastic. It reduces inflammation like no other. The next one is one of the most affordable ones out there. This is for $2.99. It's from Aqualogica. It's an acne corrector with salicylic acid and green tea. Very, very effective. For the price point, this is so beautiful. It reduces inflammation really well. Now this won't work really well on cystic acne and big pussy pimples out there, but if you have basic acne breakouts, if you're a teenager with little bumps here and there, this will work really well. Especially as a teenager, if you're on a budget, then this is the one you should try out. Do not be sleeping on this, you guys. This is a new launch from the brand last year and it just blew my socks off. The third and final one is this guy right here from Cosrx, the Centella Blemish Cream. It's pretty thick, it's got a very strong white cast, rich in zinc oxide, but so effective. I feel like this quantity is massive for spot correction, and this is great if you have a lot of pimples in one area, right? But I don't have that much acne. I wish it was a smaller quantity, a smaller tub or like a tube. So this is great if you have very pussy pimples, if you have cluster acne, like a lot of them at one go, you can apply a thick layer of this. The only thing about this is that the white cast is pretty solid, so you cannot use it through the day. You will have to use it as an overnight treatment. This is very effective, you guys, and a very underrated product. The last category is facial tools. This is from RAS, and this is a 24K vibrating facial massager. You got to switch it on like so. Oh, this feels so good, you guys. Oh my God. If you have sinus inflammation, this is just going to help you drain all of that sinus. This is great for a nice lymphatic massage. Again, you can obviously use your fingers. Absolutely no problem in using fingers, but with tools, it's this whole vibration that makes you feel so much better. And honestly, it's just this bougie experience. That's it. It's a bougie experience. You can definitely use your hands, but I like to use massagers like these every once in a while because this vibration right here, it really calms all of that sinus inflammation. I do get a lot of allergies with dust and Indian pollution. I cannot adjust, you guys. I need to switch this off. My hands are like vibrating. I'm going to use this plastic clip right here, and I'm going to press this, take it towards the mic. Can you hear that? It's pretty loud. This is intense. The vibration is great. If you want to do a lymphatic drainage on your face, fantastic stuff. If you don't do lymphatic massages, your face is going to feel very swollen because we massage the entire body, but we always skip our face. It's really important to just massage these points, your temples, and do all of that drainage. You can do it with your hands, but never ever do that on active acne. You can do it around the acne to release all of that stress, to release all of that pussiness and reduce inflammation. Now you'll notice that I haven't mentioned under eye creams. For under eye creams, I'm going to leave a link in the description. I've done a detailed video, I think back in Feb or back in Jan, with my favorite under eye creams. Do check it out if you haven't already. I've also done one back in 2020 with some of my favorites then, so those are going to be pretty helpful too. As for sunscreens, the reason I haven't mentioned any is because we are in April 2023. It doesn't make sense to mention the favorites of last year. I'm going to do a detailed video of all of my favorite sunscreens. This has been one of the most highly requested videos out there, so I cannot wait to push that out for you guys. Stay tuned for it. And that's all for part 2 of the best of skincare from last year that you definitely need to check out this year. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you found it informative. If you did, then please hit the thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed watching it. If you have any product recommendations that you want me to try out, then leave it in the comments and I'll surely check it out. Also, let me know in case you've tried any of these products, what was your experience like? I would love to know, and anybody who's watching the comments would love to know. This video is getting way too long, you guys. I'm gonna take your leave now, but before I go, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my previous videos right here. I will catch you all in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and your skin. Bye.